What's happening, tubes? Well, today was going to be about the lawnmower, and I was going to do a video on it and all that good shit, but yeah. Well, I don't know if I should feel embarrassed or if I should feel retarded or what I should feel. So, I'll just tell you what I did. I get the lawnmower and I pull it out onto the driveway. I get me a tape measure and I take a measurement or whatever, and it read that it was 2 5/8 of an inch or whatever, or 2 7/8, excuse me, to begin with. And what you do is that you pull the handle down for the deck to sit on the ground, not all the way, but just where you'd want it at. And like I said, I put mine on 3. Well, I get up under there, I take a measurement. I said, damn, something don't really fucking look right. And I kind of like sat there and I looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and I turned the blade around and looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, walked to the other side and looked at the deck and went back to the other side and was taking measurements again. I said, God, really? Am I just that fucking stupid? I wish somebody had told me back in the damn other video that I had done that I had put the blades on backwards. You know what I mean? Y'all got to think, this is the first time I owned, not the first time I've owned a riding lawnmower, but the first time I've ever owned one that had mulching blades. And, I thought that they went either direction. I didn't know that they were just like regular standard blades. I didn't know. So rather than actually the blades, I was surprised that it even cut the grass at all, to be honest with you. But, I said the deck's got to come off and the blades have got to be flipped over. So that's what I did. I didn't film any of it because, like I said, I was embarrassed by it. I mean, accidents do happen, and you learn from your mistakes. So I did. And I put the deck back down to the height that I normally would have it at, and I took a measurement. I think it was the 2 5/8. So it went from being 2 7/8 to 2 5/8. So I'm not that great at measuring. So what is that? 1/8 of an inch, I think. No. 3/8. No. I don't fucking know. So you're looking at this damn thing. Okay, so if it was 2 7/8 there, and I'm trying to so I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I've never been that good at measuring shit. That's the reason why I'm not a carpenter. But that's the reason why I don't build nothing out of wood. I mean, if it's pre-assembled, and I can do that. But anyway, I fucked up. Put the blades back on, took a measurement of it. Like I said, it was 2 7/8 to begin with, and then it ended up being 2 5/8. Well, I went out there and I cut like a streak of grass, and I seen that it looked like to me like the grass was actually cut level rather than like one side being lower down than the other. And we'll find out come this weekend, because I'm sure I'll get out there and I'll cut the grass again, and then it'll tell me what I need to know. I did notice that it was throwing the grass out better. Anyway, I attempted to adjust the fender on my truck, and I think the fender may actually be warped. And the reason why I was going to try to adjust it is because you know how all your doors and your fenders and whatever has all got gaps and shit in them, right? Well, I got the fenders used off of an Escalade or Denali. I don't remember what they come off of, and the gap at the top is really fucking narrow, and then as it comes down it gets wider, right? Well, everything on the truck closes like it's supposed to. I tried to undo all the bolts on the outside of the fender and tried to shift it, and tried to move it around, and it's just not gonna work. I didn't want to try to pry on it with a bar or anything because I didn't want to damage the door or the fender any more than I've already got damage, you know what I'm saying? The door needs door pins, and so when you put the door pins back in, it's going to pick the door back up. Therefore, where it meets the fender, it's going to hit it. That's the reason why I was trying to adjust it and try to get some of the gaps straightened out. When I put the front end on the truck, it was a rush job because I didn't have anything else to drive, and I think it was that Saturday. It was raining as shit, and I decided to do it that Sunday, and it was just balls to the wall, taking the whole front end apart and off and putting the other front end on all within the same day. And it really needed to be a 2-day project. The first day, as far as mocking everything up, and second day as far as finalizing and adjusting and all that good jazz. But it didn't work out. So I'm hoping that when I take the truck to the body shop and get it painted, that the man will be able to adjust it accordingly to the way it needs. Because the door is going to have to come off anyway for him to do the door jambs, and the back side of the door where the door panel actually goes on. So when that time comes, there's going to be I'm going to have to do a lot of work. I'm going to have to take the door panels off, take all the rubber seals off. When I get there, I'll end up having to take the tail lights out and the headlights out, and well, not the headlights, but the grill and parking lights and anything else that I can help him speed the process up. He's already gonna have it for like 2 or 3 weeks anyway. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for a ride. I'm hoping my boss man will let me use a loaner for a couple of weeks until the truck is done, and go from there. I don't see why he wouldn't, but you do what you gotta do. I sure as hell ain't gonna be renting a fucking car. Rental fees are sky high. But you remember this shit that we talked about last night as far as this bullshit that happened in Maryland? Well, apparently it's still going on, and now there's like 7 injured police officers. I don't know what it's gonna take for the shit to end. I'm not a racist man by no means. I like all races. I don't have no problem with nobody as long as they don't have no problem with me. However, I think it comes a point in time when, as I had said before, you have a good side and a bad side to every race. And all the bad sides need to be exterminated or dropped off somewhere where they, can protest and disrupt and do as they please, where they want to and how they want to, and they want to fight, and they can pick a fight with somebody who's gonna fight your ass. Honestly, I think some shit is going to eventually go down. Something bad's coming. I don't know what. I ain't saying I'm no conspiracy theorist, no bullshit like that. But I honestly believe some shit is gonna go down, and when it does, it's gonna be major. Man, I should have brought me something to drink out here. God. Dry mouth. Ugh. Let me see if I can go find something. I'll be back. Alrighty. My old lady had left this drink behind. I mean, it was unopened, but whatever. It's called Frosty Concord Grape Soda. Never heard of the brand. I think she said it came from Sheetz. But it's a registered trademark of Frosty Root Beer Company, Detroit, Michigan. Contains 0% juice. Oh, like an old Santa Claus sitting up there. Oh, motherfucker. Motherfucker. Man, I hope Santa does me good this year, too. I think I've been a good boy. I deserve some nice shit when the time comes. I'm hoping things are going to turn around and I start to prosper quite a bit. I mean, everything that's on eBay that I've had for sale has sold. So I can't argue with that. Right now I've got my mom actually had these, and she decided to get rid of them or whatever. But one of them is both of them are Barbie dolls, and one is a Pirates of the Caribbean Johnny Depp version, mint condition. The box has never been opened. The doll has never been out. It has never been exposed to the elements or anything. And I've got 2 watchers on that one. And the going price for it is like anywhere between like 90 and 150, 200 bucks. So I've got it kind of like in the middle, whereas I think it's like 110, 115, something like that. And the other one is a New York Yankees Barbie. The asshole that had bidded on the remote control helicopter I had never paid me, so I had to wait an X amount of days before I could cancel the order and get a sales credit back in return, because eBay charges you for anything that's sold, okay? That's how they make their profit. Or share or whatever. They get a percentage of your sales. And being that the dickhead supposedly paid for it and he really never did give me any money, eBay thinks, oh, well, it's sold, let's get our percentage. Well, then, when I file a claim that he didn't pay up, well, then they give you a damn sales credit back for what the fee was for charging how much, they take away from how much it was bought for or whatever. That drink's not too bad. Not too bad. Carbonated water, pure cane sugar, citric acid, sodium benzoate, natural and artificial flavors, red 40 and blue 1. So yeah, it has no juice at all. You know what fucking kicks my ass? Well, it doesn't kick my ass. Let me rephrase that. Gripes my ass. Let's see. I'm thinking California, Connecticut, Vermont, Maryland, New York, Iowa, Oregon, and I think what's Massachusetts? M-E? Michigan. Well, anyway, Michigan has a 10-cent refund. All those other states have a 5-cent refund. North Carolina don't give you shit. So you imagine now, if I could get if North Carolina had a recycle refund, whatever, how many beer bottles I could damn have recycled? Jesus Christ. Right down the street here, when me and my mom went walking and got all those cans, there was probably 20 fucking bottles just tossed out on the side of the road, looking just like this. Of all kinds, shapes, and sizes. I mean, it would be so much nicer to be able to turn something in and get paid for it, rather than it just being thrown on the side of the road and shattered and wasted. Because glass can be melted back down and made into new glass. Yeah. Cans get melted back down into aluminum ingots. And they get reused for different shit. Anything that's metal or whatever gets reused, you know. Well, there's a lot of things that get recycled, that you can recycle that gets reused. Paper, plastic, glass, metal. But only a few of them you actually can get paid for. Now you imagine, I think it's in Japan or China, whichever. They have these machines, like drink machines, set out, you know, in various areas or whatever. And you can take up, you know, a bag or a box or a whole fucking crate load of plastic bottles. And as you give the machine the plastic bottles, it gives you money back in return. Why doesn't the United States have something cool like that? You know what I mean? So you imagine if you could turn in your glass, your plastic, and your aluminum cans all in one machine, or in different machines, or if they had, like, you know, a glass machine, a plastic machine, and a can machine side by side, and you get, like, I don't know, a nickel a piece back. Hey, it's recycling, and you're getting paid for it. You know what I mean? I guarantee you'd be less trash on the ground. I mean, you still would see trash here and there because some people are just that fucking lazy, but otherwise, it'd be less. Oh, damn. I don't know what else to talk about. Oh, if today's your birthday, happy birthday. Glad I didn't forget that. Something else that I was going to talk about, and I can't remember what the fuck it was now. Let me think. Well, I can't remember what the hell it was. So, I guess if it comes to me later on, and I will use it as a story for tomorrow. But anyways, that's pretty much the sum of today. I mean, like I said, you know, I fucked up with the lawnmower. Thought I had blades on right, had them backwards. The riots are still continuing in Maryland. That's a shame. I just wonder. You often wonder what's gonna happen before it happens, and you know, I wonder what is gonna happen. What's it gonna take for all the damn rioting and shit to end? Period. How many people does it take to be put in prison? How many people does it take to go to court? How many damn fines does it take to for you to be paid, you know, to have to pay a lawyer, or to you to pay yourself if you represent yourself or whatever, before you get it through your thick ass heads that the shit ain't worth it? You know what I mean? I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Man, soda's pretty good. I do know one thing. I really need to get out here and clean this shithole up bad. I mean, I did pick up my shit that was over here. You know, I don't think you guys can see too well, but if you remember, there was a wagon sitting like right here, and it had a bunch of shit in it. Well, now it's sitting over there, and it's empty. I got all that shit sorted. I've got a bag of cans already. And if you guys remember, wait. There is one thing that I forgot to mention. When me and my old lady took the other stuff off, there was a dude that was in front of us. Once we got everything out of the truck and out of the damn trailer or whatever, and the only thing that was really left was like a few of the little buckets of shit and the cans. Well, we had already dumped our cans off because we had them all in bags. And we pull in behind this dude who's got a van, like a cargo van. And lo and behold, when the back doors open up, he pulls out this huge fucking sack of nothing but cans, right? And the satchel or sack or whatever you want to call it was like 4 foot by 4 foot by 4 foot. It was like 4 foot tall and 4 foot wide across. Or 4 across, 4 high. But you get what I mean. Well, I got curious last night. And decided to look around. Well, there's a couple people that's on eBay who actually carries those satchels. And they're called like super sacks or something like that. And there's a lot of farmers that use them for fertilizer, or that has sugar in them, or peanut butter or whatever. Anyway, they hold up to like anywhere between 3,000 and 4,000 pounds. Well, this one, man, this one, I want to say it was like 36 by 36 by 48. Well, anyway, I'll quit burping in a minute. Yeah. It was like $20. I think I've given myself the hiccups too. Well, anyway, it was $20 for the bag, and then I think dude said it was like $20 to have it shipped because of it being packaged in a large box. Oh man, I don't drink sodas that often. But when I do, they give me the fucking burps. Cheers. Oh man. And depending on how loud this music is in here, because I've turned the volume down a little bit, I got another copyright strike last night, and I may end up putting some sort of royalty-free background music in the background to eliminate that shit. Because every copyright strike I get involves me not getting no monetization per video. And needless to say, I don't get paid for the shit. Oh man. So, if you want to burp and have the hiccups, drink this shit. Wow. Wow. A little bit more to go. All right. Enough of that. Anyways, I'm sure this video is pretty long, and I'm gonna have to do some editing, I'm sure. And I just wanted to tell you guys something. For those of you that have subscribed, for those of you that have been subscribed for quite some time, and for those of you that are new but unsubscribed that may watch this video, I want to say thank you for those that have subscribed and those that are newly subscribed. And if you're thinking about subscribing, welcome aboard. I do all kinds of fucking talking about shit, and do some how-tos, and do well, all kinds of shit. And you know, I like to talk a little shit every now and then. So, you know, hey, feel free to jump in if you want to talk a little shit. But let's sum this shit up. Well, you might as well subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think. And until tomorrow, stay groovy.